All right, y'all. So it's July 1st, 2026, and it's approximately 5:40 a.m. on that eastern side. We flip the poles. It might be Western Gregorian calendar. Now, I'm sitting up here and I'm scrolling. Y'all already know I came across this video, and it's titled, "TEYANA TAYLOR joined their club and they gave her more success." What club are they talking about? I don't know, but it's coming from @JMarvelous over on YouTube. The original link to the original link will be in the description box. Let's get into the video. Shout out to you @JMarvelous.
Alright, y'all. TEYANA TAYLOR got down with them people and they gave her everything.
There's demons all around. There's demons in human form. There's demons. That's the enemy.
TEYANA TAYLOR got her start on the nepotism side of the game. Her mother, Nikki Taylor, who was a model in the early 2000s, would attend the VH1 Vogue Fashion Award and would link up with P. Diddy. By 2016.
Pause. So my very first time of experiencing TEYANA TAYLOR was when she was on, I think, MTV or VH1 show, when they had like a bunch of teenagers that, they were showing their lifestyles. And this is before the growing up hip hop era came out, right? So TEYANA TAYLOR was one of those children on there, one of the kids on there. And she had like this beautiful birthday party where she came out as a Barbie doll. And I ain't gonna lie, that drink was fire, you know what I'm saying? But to see her interaction on that show, me being younger and then now me watching the clips as I'm older, I seen it then. Plus, by the way, we're only 22 seconds in, and Jay Marvelous, shout out to you, because almost every clip that we've seen has shown some type of symbolism to where she joined their club. But what club is we talking about? I don't know. Let's get into it.
TEYANA TAYLOR would be signed to Interscope Records and Pharrell's label Star Trek. She would then get the opportunity to choreograph the video Ring the Alarm by Beyonce.
I taught her a dance that
I'm going to let the video play. My bad, y'all. But just look at the lineup. Mom was a model already in the industry. Go to a party, she meet up with Diddy P. All of a sudden, Slim right here is a backup dancer for Skiyance. Y'all, I ain't know all this. I did not know all this, but I knew something was off by how much rise and fame she was getting, especially all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into it.
she wanted to learn. But me being a Harlem girl, I was supposed to teach her one thing. I had one job, you guys, just one job. And I went in there and threw in a whole bunch more other stuff. You know, I'm a hustler, yeah.
What other stuff did you do?
So she originally wanted to learn the chicken noodle soup. So I was
a dance.
Yeah, this is a dance. It's like a popular Harlem dance. I'm from Harlem. I be battling everybody. And she wanted to learn. So they called me in. I was like 15 years old. I hopped out the bed, my skateboard, went down there. Yes, that's actually on set.
How did they know at 15 years old you'd be the one to teach Beyonce the chicken noodle soup?
Look at that. And Beyonce always gravitating towards a certain talent, especially from females. I don't think she has a gender preference for real, but she always gravitates towards a certain talent. For example, look at the sisters, Haley and Chloe there, okay? Just look at the dynamic of how their lives changed from Disney Channel to now. All right, and I hear that Chloe ain't even getting paid. Oh, Lord, let's get into it.
I didn't even know I would have that opportunity. They said, I popped up in bed like, hold on. I was ready, So I'm like, the Harlem and the hustler in me, I'm like, all right, bet I'm going to teach her one thing is about to turn into another. I just had to work my area.
After Beyonce would steal her dance moves, she would make a name for herself in the industry. By 2008, TEYANA TAYLOR would get the opportunity to release her debut single called Google Me.
Google me, Google me, baby. You better
By 2010, TEYANA
Google
Taylor
me,
would be
baby.
dropped from the label, but would blame Pharrell for her failure in the industry.
Honest conversation with Pharrell. Because you know that he was the first person to sign me, and he was, you know, like a figure to me in some sort, you know? So it's just like, with him is why I hold him on such a high pedestal, because I didn't have a dad, you know what I'm saying? And
Damn.
he enjoyed me bragging about him, like, you know, calling him dad. It wasn't that he didn't protect me. I just think a lot of hands started going into the cookie jar. You feel what I'm saying? And to me, as a 15-year-old, was you didn't protect me. You let everybody mishandle me. You know what I'm saying? When I signed to you, felt.
So that was a strong point that she made. A lot of hands was put into the cookie jar. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm taking that as a lot of folk was touching on this young woman. You dig what I'm saying? From a young age. And just look at the lineup there. You got mom, again, mom who was in the industry, to me, the industry plant. Met up with Diddy, probably did some things, allegedly, with Diddy. I don't know. You dig what I'm saying? Probably. No shade, no disrespect. Right? Then she moves on to Beyonce. Right? Then in this video, at J Marvelous pointed out that she stole her dances. Now, we could take it as, you know what I'm saying, she took her dances and loved it so much that she showed out TEYANA Taylor's dances with pride. But no, she stole them because allegedly, Beyonce, she steals everything, allegedly, right? Then you got Pharrell, who's coming in as a father figure, okay? And this is how they play on the mindsets of a lot of us. And this ain't about race, right? This is about your frequency, your mindset. This is the war on the mind. She looked at him as a father figure. And he dogged her. He allowed her to be mishandled. In her words, mishandled. Too many hands was in the cookie jar. Man, let's get into it, y'all.
When I was younger, like, none of these doors would have ever opened if it wasn't for P. So one thing about me is I just know how to give thanks. You know what I'm saying? To the people who has blessed me. I was really hitting him up to just like say thank you. You know what I'm saying? For everything. Because also knowing him as well as I know him, it wasn't the thing that you did on purpose. You didn't purposely not protect me. You know, he's so gentle, you know, and just kind of just like let everybody push him out the way. And I guess for me, that 15-year-old, that girl just needed you to fight a little harder. You know what I'm saying? Needed you to maybe push. Even if you didn't have the strength to, I just needed you to push for me more. You know what I'm saying? So that being my first experience and then going on with life and just constantly receiving disappointments or just a lack of protection.
Shortly after leaving Pharrell's label, she was signed.
Shout out to Impressive. Let me rewind it a little bit. Impressive.
And so that.
Hold on. Impressive. At Impressive over on YouTube here. This is the original video. If you want to go check that video out, it's titled TEYANA Taylor exposes Pharrell and Kanye for not protecting her in the industry. She speaks on Beyonce. All right, back to you at J Marvelous.
Being my first experience and then going on with life and just constantly receiving disappointments or just a lack of protection.
Shortly after leaving Pharrell's label, she was signed with Kanye West, Good Music. But once she got the same results while being signed to Kanye of not being pushed by the industry, she would use what God gave her to get that bread. In 2011, she would date NBA player Brandon Jennings, but he would end up dumping her for her best friend. Shortly after, she would start dating Iman Shumpert and have his kids, but would take a hiatus from the music industry.
But TEYANA and J Taylor.
The blonde hair.
But by 2023, Iman Shumpert would get tired of her bullshit split. She would then go online and address the situation, but break the industry contract.
What if I want to get my back blown out in peace? You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old? That's a year old, y'all. Let's be for real. Let's be real. And I'm like, just so irritated because I didn't want none of this to come out from the beginning. So when people saying, for everybody that's saying, oh, well, this y'all celebrities, this is what come with it. No divorce stuff is private. It can absolutely stay private if you allow it to stay private. I'm gonna give you one even better. We went to mediation that he did not show up to. Mediation avoids you from going to court. Sorry, my phone was dying. Mediation is for you to figure it out before you even have to take it to court. I'm not negotiating nothing. I don't want to da-da-da-da, boom, 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 boom. Now we got to go to court. Cool. We'll go to court because we can't figure it out. He won't show up to mediation. I'm stuck paying for that. Bet. Cool, we got to go to court. My biggest mistake, but something that I don't regret, was giving him the amount of grace that I gave him because it only backfired on me. It only backfired on me.
All right, so shout out at Live Bites and Cypher City TV for this video right here. Back to you at J Marvelous.
Because I gave a man grace who didn't give it back. So for y'all sitting there saying she want to see the father of her children in jail, I never said that. But most importantly, as the mother of his children, I told him I didn't feel safe. Is saying, yeah, because if I was Trump, I would have offed that bitch. She would have to take her to see the king and da-da-da-da. I'm literally getting threats by grown. The divorce would have never even been out if he didn't file the motion to use our full and legal names. Remember, we were separated for a whole year. So the divorce was quiet for a whole year until he did that, which he did that on Thanksgiving. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, again, the pattern of just like, it's too much and it's manipulative and it's not cool because you got me out here looking crazy. Like, when I took you for everything and now this new thing is, oh, she got caught up in a lawsuit, now she paying 70. I'm not paying nobody. It's bigger than just, oh, speak my truth. I'm gonna pay that to speak the truth. After today,
Hold on.
Full coverage as low as $38 per month with no deposit required.
pay that to speak the truth. After today, I'm never speaking on this again. I don't care what rumor he put out. I don't care what rumor anybody put out. I'm never speaking on this again.
Mysteriously, after this divorce happened, Iman Shumpert would lose his dad.
If your dad was sitting in this chair today and you could have a conversation with him, what do you think he would say to you and what would you want to say to him?
I don't think he'd have much to say. He'd probably just reflect on whatever I'm going through at the time, at the moment.
What would you want to say?
I wouldn't talk. I wouldn't even talk. My bad, I can't even do the interview now. But like hugging your dad and he down, like you don't know until you see it, like you can't process it. So it's like, I just need him to be moving again. We was talking about it when we was cleaning him up. But it's just like, you know, he looked like he finna move, bro. Like, he looked like he's smiling some shit, like.
Shortly after Iman Shumpert's father would pass, TEYANA TAYLOR would start to level up.
TEYANA TAYLOR.
See? Pause. I said it earlier on in the video, and I'm so grateful that we have creators like at J Marvelous and others who take the time to put these compilations together and put these, I call them projects, right? They invest their time and their energy to produce this. And this is amazing here. How he did it, my bad for interrupting so much, y'all, but boom. First of all, you got to think about the love rituals, right? The love spells, right? How they attract some of the men or the people that they want in their lives, right? And then you got this man, and I was going to say that when he was crying over there with Shay Shay, that you never know in the industry if those tears are real, because I was thinking that he may have sacrificed his own dad, but then her career started leveling up. And I do remember his name being dragged. But let at J Marvelous, go ahead and knock it out the ballpark. Look at her. Look at her.
And there she is hugging Julia Roberts.
So she did it. She would be featured in multiple films and win the Icon Award.
I have never screamed at the TV.
Watch the eye.
So she did it. She would be featured in multiple films and win the.
Boom. Whew. I tried to catch that motherfucker and I caught it. Whoo-wee. Man, oh man.
Icon Award.
I have never screamed at the TV like I did when you were up there.
Look.
What was going through your mind when they called your name? You see, I was.
So she did it.
She's gonna do it back to
Featured
back.
in multiple films and win the Icon Award.
I have never screamed at the TV like I did when you were up there.
Boom. Again. Bam. I ain't peeped this shit, man. Thank y'all so much for bringing so much to light.
What was going through your mind when they called your name?
You see, I was in shock.
Yes.
I was just like, wait,
What is happening?
like I'm still tripping out. Like I really feel like I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and they're gonna say, the awards is tonight, get up, you need to get dressed. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Yes.
just like, it just feels unreal. I'm like still pinching myself. This is insane.
But shortly after leveling up, TEYANA TAYLOR would have to get
Look,
down.
man.
She would do a commercial for Netflix that some people would say contradicted her belief system.
This video came about, I was sitting there watching the, shoving down our throats, the Golden Globes, and I saw a clip of TEYANA, and she was praising God and she was thanking Jesus.
And that's coming from In the Name of Truth with a heart after it on YouTube. It's called Fake Christianity Issue with TEYANA TAYLOR.
Tell me why the next commercial, like literally, the next commercial is her doing this.
Look at this.
What next? I see love on your trip to a strange new
Look.
land.
Playing a whole psychic spirit cards in the next commercial. Don't you know even cards have spirits attached to them? Divination. They have literally been glamorizing a compromised and fake Christianity to confuse, for people to be like, it's fine if I do these things that don't like.
See, what's happening is this is the absolute form of witchcraft, okay? This is not allowed on any level. Witchcraft, magic, Harry Potter and them, all that shit, manipulating the energy and working with these spirits and these deities, these energies that they serve, okay? The energies don't serve them. They serve the energies. They serve the deities here. Now, in regard to tarot and divination, tarot is an absolute tool to connect with these energies and these spirits to get their story here, because a lot of them have been shunned away by entities like allegedly TEYANA TAYLOR and them, right? So there's a story behind everything, even religion. You understand what I'm saying? Jesus has a story as well. I sit at the table with him. So you all have to understand, and society has to understand that, yes, tarot, these jive jokers here, they tapping into that witchcraft heavy. They're showing you at every award show, especially the ones called the BET Awards. Okay, they're showing you flat out, any award show is a ritual sacrifice, every one of them, every party, every one of them. You understand? And whoever they're going to sacrifice, their music is going to be played the most while they're being unalived. You understand what I'm saying? And they're partying while they're being unalived. So let's get back into this before I go off topic. At J Marvelous, back to you.
Line up with scripture, it's fine, and I can still call myself a Christian.
Let me know what shot. Did TEYANA TAYLOR play the game to level up in the industry, or did she finally deserve her notoriety? Leave your comments below.
All right, so that's a checkmate on TEYANA TAYLOR. Much peace, much light, much love, but especially that darkness, because the dark matter. Hold on, let me see something here. Let's check out some of the comments here. At Lamont Watson said, it's crazy because in her older video, she said she will leave the industry behind because she wasn't going to sell her soul for anything. Now look at her. You can't believe these people and the lies they tell And we believe her. I feel you on that one, bro. I feel you, Lamont. At A Hicks SF415 stated that people don't remember that she was also on MTV's My Sweet 16 show. She's a plant. Laughing my ass off. And one more coming from at Debbie Styles. She wanted it bad since a kid. It took her decades to get it by any means necessary. Wow, 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 wow emojis. One more because my life path number is number 4. She won an Oscar for what? At Jasmine Tuck 216 stated that. All right. And then, yeah. So come back for more. I'll react to something else. Much peace, much light, much love, but especially the darkness because of dark matter. I love y'all.